Happy holidays. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, it is the holiday time, the holly jolly time, and we are leaving the spooky season behind us. I'm very excited to do this new series, the Cookie Extravaganza series, where I will be making different kinds of cookies throughout the season. Some I've made before, some I haven't made before. You will be able to tell exactly which ones I haven't made before. But we are on this journey together. Yes, and for today, I am making banana chocolate chip cookies. Chef's kiss, a staple in my life, and I'm also making apple snickerdoodle cookies. I cannot wait for you to join me and get your baking utensils, not wax paper, and you'll see why. Get your baking utensils ready, and let's get started. Oh, look at my apron. It's new from the Disney store. I am wearing a Disney shirt. I went to Disney Mouse Con, like a convention. Yes, let's get started. All right, the first cookie we are making for the Extravaganza are banana chocolate chip cookies. These are my favorite. I've been making them like every single week because they're that amazing, and I just want to share it with you guys as well. Obviously, the recipe will be linked down below. Disney mug, Disney apron. I'll link this down below if they still have it in stock. This is old, so that's not happening. And then my pants. They are holiday themed because like there's snowflakes and scarves and Eeyore. All right, let's waste no more time, honey. Let's get started. First things first, you need 2 bananas. Ow. 2 bananas. I take overripe bananas. I don't know if they specify, but it's much easier to mash. Next, you need 1/4 of a cup of white sugar and 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar. What is next? After that, we need butter. It's 1/4 of a cup of butter melted. So, oh my god. Honestly, I made this so many times, I just kind of wing it. Because then I like, you know, then if I keep this in there, then I'm opening up a whole new stick, and then there's leftover, and then it goes in here, and we don't even like use butter. I don't even know why we have this. So I just measure it from the current stick. Once you have your 1/4 of a cup of butter, according to the stick, whatever like that little label on the stick says, you're gonna melt that and put that in the bowl as well. So far we have the 2 bananas, the white sugar, the brown sugar, and honey, now we're adding the banana. We're not adding the banana twice, we're adding the butter. That's what it's too early. It's too early. Add the butter. If you haven't picked it up by this point, then you got issues of your own, honey. Thank you, goodbye. And we are going to mix it. Yes, we are gonna mix it before we do anything else. Blend it out. It might take a hot minute because, you know, the banana clumpies are like not where it's at, so you gotta, you know, whisk the out of it. Yes, bananas. Are you kidding me? Bananas. Ew, bananas. All right, that was 1. Right, brown sugar. Make sure you pack that in there. Oh wow, I never realized how much more comes out when you use a spatula after. We don't waste here, as my grandma says. Wow. Take your whisk her, honey. Definitely try to break up the banana clumps if you can. Trust me, I don't lose sleep over it, but you probably should try. All right, good thing we don't care. No sleep lost. Baking soda from none other than Trader Joe's. We also need some salt. So 1/2 teaspoon, can you even see me? So 1/2 teaspoon salt, full teaspoon of baking powder. Oh, wow. If the goal is to miss the teaspoon, then I got it, I win. When you are getting your baking soda, there's this cool little like, I don't know what that's for, but look. Oh, Wow, can't even do it myself. Wow. So I need 1 full teaspoon and this is a half. Pro tip, even, well, that's hella uneven, but even every time. And mix again. Honestly, do you see that piece of brown in here? That might be like a piece of the banana peel. It's fine. It adds character, yes, I would say. All right, so now take the whisk out. You'll be shocked, but we are done with the whisk. Flour, 1.5 cups. Oh my God. Ah. Okay, so 1.5 cups. So for me, that will be 3 half cups because come on, I'm not about to dirty a 1 cup measuring cup and a half cup measuring cup. Come on, people, think smarter, not harder. Okay, so next you're gonna take a spatula and you are going to fold in the cheese. Just kidding, you're gonna fold in the flour. If you know, you know. It may seem really weird right now using a spatula, but I promise, like in the end, it does work out because trust. I kind of like mash it into the flour. I don't know. Oh. No crumbs here. Keep going. Last, certainly not least, the chocolate chips. Yeah. The last thing you're gonna add are the chocolate chips. The recipe calls for 4 ounces. Yeah, I kind of call this container from Trader Joe's is 12 ounces and I used half of it last time, so you bet your little, you know what, I'm gonna use 6 ounces instead of 4. All right, chocolate chips, I'm using semi-sweet. You can really use whatever you want. Then fold it in. There she is, honey. Next, hold on. Before I get to the next step, the recipe calls for walnuts. I didn't want to put walnuts in here. I haven't been putting walnuts in here, but you obviously can add walnuts and the amount of the walnuts is in the recipe, which is linked. So if you're into that, go see how much that is because mama doesn't know. Now that our dough is complete, yes, honey, it is complete, but don't start getting out your baking sheets just yet. We have to let it chill in the fridge. Trust me, I don't want to do it either. I want to get them baked and I want to eat them even though it is 8 in the morning. But gotta do what you gotta do. It's what the recipe says. And honestly, there was a time where I did skip the step and the cookies did turn out differently. So we're following the rules today. This has to chill for at least an hour. It could be an hour on the dot, overnight, whatever your heart desires. Just let it chill for at least an hour. So I will see you in at least an hour. All right, it's been an hour later and now we are ready to bake. That's what she looks like. You are gonna need 2 baking pans. I use 2 baking pans, but I guess it depends on how big you make your cookies. Also, I don't have parchment paper or I can't find it, so we're using tin foil. Parchment paper is probably better, but foil is what's happening. Oh my God. I have my 2 pans that I will be putting the foil on. Let's turn the oven on first. 350 degrees. 350 degrees. Done. Pro tip, I guess this really does depend on your specific oven. I put them in 1 pan at a time. So it takes double the time technically, because the times that I put them next to each other, one side is burnt and then the other side is undercooked. So maybe that's just my oven, but I do them 1 at a time. Great. Oh my God. Okay. Let's plop her on, honey. Okay, I don't spray my oil. What? Spray my oil. I don't spray my pan. I did that once and it burnt the bottom of the cookies, which probably has something to do with the foil as well. Oh my God, massive she is. That's huge. Okay, I'll make them a little bit smaller. Okay, am I really only gonna have 6 on this pan? I did not do this the way I should have. Awesome. That's looking pretty rough. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, this pan is done. Now they go in the oven. They will go in the oven for between like 11 and 13 minutes. So just check them at the 11-minute mark, but could be longer. In she goes. Timer has been started. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I love Christmas, honestly. Also, they may look like really weird shapes right now, but I promise you, at least when I do it on the foil, I don't know about parchment paper, the shape does change and it looks more like a cookie, not like a blob, so don't worry. Okay, second batch done. See, this is what the pan is supposed to look like. I don't know what was going through my mind when I did the other pan, but this one looks good. I totally forgot. I need to give a shout out to Trader Joe's Bliss on Instagram because she is the one who originally sent me this recipe, and girl, because of you, I've been eating way more cookies than I should have every single week. So thank you, love you, love the cookies. Out she goes. This is really important for me to mention really fast. So if you look at the color of my cookies, they're pretty light, and I figured out that it's because I started using light brown sugar. So if you're using a normal brown sugar, your cookies are gonna come out darker, because mine did when I was using like a dark brown sugar, and now it's light. So that's just what I had. So the color might be different. All right. There you have it, the banana chocolate chip cookies. Oh my God, let's eat one together. Look, wow. It's literally like banana bread in a cookie. Obviously, if I make these like every single week, you already know that I'm obsessed with these, and I hope you are as well. All right, so the next kind of cookie are apple snickerdoodle cookies. Yes, let me just be honest. I've never made these before, but I'm really excited because we'll learn together. I wanted to make these because I just went apple picking and I have a ton of apples and I don't know what to do with them. So I thought, I am the cookie queen, so I might as well make some cookies, and you are going to join me. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is peel and shred my apple. It says 1 small apple, but what is the definition of small? Is it like grocery store genetically modified small, or like fresh off the tree small? So I think I'm actually gonna do 2. And I wanna do that first because I know I'm gonna make a fool out of myself and I'm gonna be really frustrated. So might as well get that out of the way. You'll see why in a minute. I have my apples. I'm going to peel my apples. Oh my God. Oh! We're okay. No blood. I mean, what's wrong with the peel? Oh! Does anyone have any tips out there for how to grate and what is this? What is this? Shred? Peel. How to peel an apple without losing a finger? Wow, I'm horrible at this. My grandma is gonna croak when she sees me doing this. She grates, she peels her apples with like a knife. A knife, no! All right, we're done, that's it. Aw, look at these beautifully peeled apples. So now we're gonna shred them. How do I shred them? There's no directions. Like, what am I Am I doing this? Am I doing that? Am I doing this? And which way does it go to? Okay, I guess we'll do the tiny. Man hands come in handy now. That's it. Looks like garlic. Where's the pit? All right, so the apples are shredded. Honestly, it's kind of like a really thick apple sauce. So, I'm not sure if these were supposed to be like thick shreds, like shredded cheese, or mushy apple. I'm sure it'll all taste the same. Now we have to get the ingredients. 1.5 cups of flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and baking powder, some cinnamon, 2 teaspoons, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so now we have our dry mixture and we are gonna set that aside and start working on the wet ingredients. Honey, the sun is up, the sky's awake, so I am awake. So we need 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, white sugar, 4 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla. We also need 1/2 cup of butter melted, which is this whole stick. So after you add all the wet ingredients, whisk it until it is smooth. All right, so I whisked my wet mixture until it was smoothish, and then we are going to fold in the apples, not cheese. We're gonna fold in the apples. I don't know why they look like this, but this is our apples, and we're gonna fold them in there. If you don't know what that means, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so I just mixed the apples with the wet mixture. Doesn't really smell like anything. And now we are going to slowly add in the dry mixture. I low-key forgot the salt, but it's okay because I added it off camera. So if you're following my video making the cookies, don't forget the 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, or in my case, a little shake, because honey, that 1/4 of a teaspoon is dirty and I'm not gonna wash it twice. We're just gonna mix it all together. Oh, something I forgot to mention. In the recipe, it calls for white chocolate chips. I don't have those, nor do I really wanna mix chocolate with apples. That's just my preference, so I'm not doing that. So if you wanna do that, it's in the recipe. Mama's not doing it. All right, so our dough is made, it's mixed, it is doughy, and now we have to let it chill. And it literally says in caps, you have to let it chill. So I'm gonna let it chill. It says at least 30 minutes. I had to try it. I love eating cookie dough. And grandma, you can't say anything because there was no raw egg in it, so. No salmonella for me today. It tastes already like an apple pie. But because the apples were like blended in here, I'm loving it. Okay, anyways, off track, see you soon. So funny story. I put the dough in to chill, and then that was kind of it for the day. So here we are, next day, at least 30 minutes chill, ready to bake some cookies, honey. Parchment paper? This is wax paper. Wow, this box is ancient. Probably came from my grandma's house. Okay, 2 pans. Right, here's the dough. I took it out of its original container, that red bowl, because I knew I was gonna let it sit there overnight. What I'm gonna do is roll these into a ball. Okay, wait, we kind of have to discuss something. So in the recipe, it tells you to like roll these in sugar and cinnamon, you know, like a Snickerdoodle. I took a bite, ample bites of the dough, and honestly, I think it's enough cinnamon sugar for myself, and I'm making them, so I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm not gonna roll them today. So if that's something you're interested in, now you have to break off from this video and follow the actual recipe. Okay, I just preheat my oven to 350 and they will bake from between 8 to 10 minutes. Yes, so I just set my oven. Now I'm gonna roll them onto the sheet. Okay, in they go. 8 to 10 minutes. And while those are baking for the 8 to 10 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and do the next pan off camera. What the hell? Oh, they're blobs. They're not flat. It smells like something's burning. What's going on here? Maybe it's the, oh, it's the wax. Wax paper can go in the oven, right? Hello, 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 I am here. Why did no one tell me that you cannot bake with wax paper? I thought that was parchment paper. How come no one told me? All right, so no one told me that can't use wax paper. I thought that was parchment paper. I thought it was the same thing. I was wondering why the oven was smoking and smelled like a birthday candle. Now I know. I don't even know what to do. What do I do? I just put those in for 2 seconds. These, no wonder they're not done. They were on wax. Are they even edible? This is why I don't experiment with the ingredients I'm supposed to use. What the hell? What do people even use wax paper for? That was a tease, honey.
Wrapping sandwiches or crushing crackers.
Oh. This, it says for your microwave and baking needs. Wrapping sandwiches, crushing crackers. Okay. Well, it seems like because it says for your microwave and baking needs, it's not toxic since you could put it in the microwave. I'm just not gonna tell any of the people that I give the cookies to, aka my family. They're just not gonna know until after they eat one, and then after they eat one, it's a done deal. Oops, sorry. Alrighty. There they are, honey. May contain toxins. We don't know. So those Snickerdoodle cookies were low-key a nightmare towards the end. By the time we get to this point, my family knows I've poisoned them. Just can't poisoning myself too. It's only 9 in the morning. I wasn't planning on eating a cookie now, but I think I have to. Okay, wow. That is really good. I'm not gonna lie, I've been poking like the top of them all and they're all kind of like hard, but the inside, really soft. Now if you use parchment paper, it might turn out differently. Cool, so you can't taste the apple at all. And I used 2 apples. That's okay. I'm loving these. These are great. All right, everyone, there you have it. We made our first cookies of the season, the cookie extravaganza season. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you are subscribed, like this video, leave a comment. If you have any bomb cookie recipes, comment them down below. I want to know. Maybe I'll make them. Make sure to check out my Instagram, Mrs. Trader Joe's the Bebe, and I will see you next time. Bye.